What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Kevin coming to you with another video, man. This time I'm gonna be talking about the NBA Awards show, first ever, hosted by Drake on TNT. I just want to talk about the four main awards. To be honest, all the fuck all that fanboy shit. First we're gonna start off with the Rookie of the Year award. We had Malcolm Brogdon, Dario Saric, I don't know if I forgot how to say his name, and then Joel Embiid. Now, Malcolm Brogdon wins the award. I know a lot of Philly fans and 76ers fans are going to feel that Embiid got cheated because Embiid had a hell of a year for the little time that he played. You know, he made a big impact, you know, on the team, on the city. You know, he's already made a big impact on the city. You know, well, maybe not a big impact on the city. He's made a big impact on Twitter. Ever since he's been drafted, he's made a big impact on Twitter. He got drafted. When did he get drafted? He got drafted in was it 2015? No, excuse me, 2014. Was out of that first couple years with knee problems. Finally was able to get on the court this year. He balled out. He balled out and nicknamed himself The Process. You know, he was balling out this year. My thing is he didn't play enough games, and that's probably what a lot of voters felt as well. He didn't play enough games. They sat him. You remember it was one game or so where he went up for a dunk and he came down and kind of hyperextended his knee. He was already on a games limit, I believe. He was already on a games limit. They didn't want to do too much with him this year, you know, especially with Ben Simmons out, and you know, it's still the future to go. They didn't want to play him too much. It's kind of like a pitcher coming back from Tommy John surgery. He's on the innings limit, and you don't want to pitch him too much, especially if your team's not going anywhere, you know. So I think that was the reason why Malcolm Brogdon had a really good year for the Bucks. He had a really good year, and he deserves it. You know, a lot of people will feel it's Embiid because of the impact that he made, because of the stats that he had, but he just didn't play enough games. But moving on, Coach of the Year, it was Erik Spoelstra. Erik Spoelstra, was it Billy Donovan? Was Billy Donovan one of the candidates? It really doesn't matter who the candidates are, really. I'm just trying to make the video a little bit longer. But Mike D'Antoni out of Houston won it. No, it was Greg Popovich. Popovich is Coach of the Year every year. But that's kind of like LeBron in the MVP conversation. But yeah, man, Mike D'Antoni won the award. Obviously, that well deserved. It led the Rockets to 50 wins. This wasn't his 7 seconds or less Suns, but I mean, obviously D'Antoni's all about that offense. D'Antoni's best defense is offense, you know. So I mean, the numbers James Harden put up, you know, and what they got, especially what they got from the bench. I'm sorry. I'm gonna talk about another award, especially involving Houston as well, which was a big part of their playoff run. Yeah, their bench and all that. I mean, D'Antoni did a hell of a job with them. He definitely deserves he was by far the best job. He by far did the best job. You know, as far as new coaches, I should say. Popovich does a hell of a job, like I said, he does that every year. And Popovich is like the LeBron of coaches. Popovich is gonna be there. You know he's gonna be the top 2, top 3 in the West. You know, every year, or at least top 4 every year. You know, you got to give it to somebody else sometime. And yeah, Mike D'Antoni was definitely the best candidate as far as, like, you know, newcomers. You know, taking over in his first season, like I said, 50 wins, got him to the 3rd best record in the West. Hell of a job with him, man. Hell of a job. Beat Oklahoma City in the first round. Harden, the MVP candidate, you know. Well deserved to Mike D'Antoni. I was about to say Mike Brown. Mike D'Antoni. Yeah. Now to the other Houston Rocket Awards, 6th Man of the Year award. They had 2 of the candidates. I forgot who the other candidate was, but it was Eric Gordon and Lou Williams. Lou Williams actually had a trade acquisition from Los Angeles, and I don't know. I think that's the only reason why Eric Gordon won, because Eric Gordon was with the Rockets from start to finish, man. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, those guys that him, Gordon, and the bench, the job that they did, you know, in that Oklahoma City series, that was crazy. That was crazy. You know, everyone talks about the finals and LeBron, whether he did or didn't have help. You know, James Harden definitely had help in that Oklahoma City series, where he could sit down for 3 or 4 minutes, and the Rockets were just as good, just as lethal as if Harden was on the court. It seemed like. Yeah, it seemed like they seemed like they were just as lethal. I forgot, it's another war I want to talk about too. Making the total of 6. But yeah, great job by Eric Gordon. Great job by the entire Rockets team. Like I said, D'Antoni, 6th Man of the Year. Harden, MVP candidate. Talking about going after Chris Paul in the offseason. You know, I still don't think that will be enough, but I think they're a couple pieces away. Houston's a couple pieces away from being a serious contender to Golden State in the West. Moving on, the Most Improved Player Award goes to the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't know if I said that right or not, but Greek Freak. I mean, he had a sensational year. Really, really great year. I think he averaged like 24, 23 points a game. His rebounds was up, his assists was up. He's becoming, his defense got better. He's becoming an all-around player as well. So, I mean, it's big time. He was big time. That series that he had against Toronto, that was pretty damn good. Pretty damn. Even though Toronto won the series, I mean, he had a hell of a series against them, man. I mean, he's really on the come up. He's really on the come up. He's that next superstar. You know, if he stays healthy and everything. And then the 2 big awards, Defensive Player of the Year awards, it was Rudy Gobert, Kawhi Leonard, and Draymond Green. Obviously, Draymond Green wins Defensive Player of the Year for the first time. Kawhi was actually the 2-time defending, if you could call it the 2-time defending Defensive Player of the Year award. But this one went to Draymond. Draymond, hell of a season, heart and soul of the Warriors because of his defense. You know, he took less of an offensive role, and but he still kept the same defensive intensity. He's a defensive anchor, kind of like a KG, but smaller. You know, can guard all 5 positions. I mean, the dude is legit, man. The dude is legit. I mean, may not like his mouth all the time, but you know, hey, everybody needs that guy. Everybody needs that guy. I remember Steve Kerr talking about Draymond in the parade, in the championship parade. You know, you gotta have that. You gotta have that. You gotta have that guy. You know, you can't have a bunch of nice guys on the team win the championship. You gotta have at least one guy that don't put up with no shit. And you know that's definitely Draymond. But yeah, Draymond wins a Defensive Player of the Year. Of course, the big award. James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard up for the MVP award. Russell Westbrook, like we all thought, you know, like most people thought. I'm not gonna say like we all thought. Like most basketball fans believed, Russell Westbrook was able to win the MVP. Russell Westbrook won the MVP award. Averaged a triple-double, first man since Oscar Robertson. For the whole season, had 42 triple-doubles in the postseason. Excuse me, in the regular season. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. In the regular season, passing Oscar Robertson with he had a previous high of 41. I mean, the record breaker was wow. It was an awesome performance. I think they were playing the Nuggets. They were down by a lot. They were down by like what 20, I think, with 6 minutes left, and Westbrook just went off, leading the comeback and then hitting the game winner. I mean, just to cap off an already historic night. You know, you break the record for most triple doubles in the season, and then you get the game winner, hit the game winning shot in the same game at the buzzer. I mean, it was awesome, man. And I just read on Twitter, you know, it wasn't really the stats. It was the moments that helped Westbrook win this award. You know, the dunk he had against us at I think it was Rockets or Spurs, where he had the left hand, he was kind of leaning. I think they put him up early. His Christmas Day performance and all that. It was awesome, man. It was awesome. But yeah, awesome season for Westbrook. Deserved the MVP, like I said. On my Facebook and Twitter, it was like, if Silver said Harden or Leonard, we would have had a problem. But yeah, Westbrook able to win the MVP. Again, going down the line, Brogdon wins the Rookie of the Year. Damn, I forgot that quick. Brogdon wins Rookie of the Year. D'Antoni wins Coach of the Year. Antetokounmpo wins Most Improved. Gordon wins Sixth Man. Draymond wins Defensive Player of the Year, and then Westbrook wins MVP. You know, mostly what we expected. Mostly what I expected. I kind of thought they would give it to Embiid for the Rookie of the Year to Embiid, but he didn't play enough games, so I really can't be surprised about that, to be honest. But, you know, it is what it is. That's it for this video, man. I appreciate y'all watching. Wish y'all nothing but positive vibes only, and I'm going to see y'all in the next video.